Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining me. Today, we're going to be reading a book about facing our fears and using some tools and strategies to overcome some of those difficult times. The book is called Get Me Out of This Book: Rules and Tools for Being Brave, and it's by Callie Dacos and Deborah Cholette, illustrated by Sarah Infante. Get me out of this book: Rules and Tools for Being Brave. And they have some dedications here. So it says, for the memory of my wonderful Aunt Helen, and to my cousin Nick, who keeps us laughing with funny thoughts, and to the entire Galanos family, KG, to my daughter Samantha Sprule, who has never been afraid to turn the page, DC. To the Navy SEALs who inspired us with their strategies for overcoming challenging missions, KD and DC. To my sister Marta, who, when I was afraid, always said to me, calm, courage, and confidence, SI. So let's get started with the book. I'm Max. I'm a bookmark who used to be scared to death of books. The pictures freaked me out. When I was put on a page with a king cobra, I couldn't look, and I shook, and I screamed, "Get me out of this book!" But no one heard, and I was trapped. That's when I snapped and went back to school for a special bookmark badge. I had to learn how to handle the scariest pictures in the scariest books. My trainer was tough. He taught me rules and tools for looking right at scary. Then he put me in a book on a page with a shark. It had giant white teeth and was swimming toward my face. I could almost feel the bite, and my heart went ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. I couldn't look, and I shook, and I screamed, "Get me out of this book!" And then I remembered number 1 of the rules and tools. Breathe deeply. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Deep breath in, deep breath out. I kept breathing and breathing and breathing and breathing until my heart slowed down to a ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. And I could look past the teeth to the eyes of the shark and say, "You're just a picture and you can't hurt me." Creepy was next. When I was put on a page with hundreds of cockroaches crawling toward me like an army, I couldn't look, and I shook, and I screamed, "Get me out of this book!" And then I remembered number 2 of the rules and tools. Make a plan. I decided to think up a song to sing really loud. Macaroni, macaroni, 1, 2, 3, you're not real and you can't hurt me. I kept singing and singing and singing and singing until I was able to open my eyes very slowly and look right at those cockroaches. The next book was Haunted. I was put on a page that was darker than dark, and I knew spooky dead things were hiding there. I couldn't look, and I shook, and I screamed, "Get me out of this book!" And then I remembered number 3 of the rules and tools. Think good thoughts. I will get through this dark page, I said to myself. If other bookmarks can do it, I can too. I couldn't see anything at all, so I decided to practice. What would I do if a 10-foot skeleton came out of the dark and was ready to attack me? I'd punch him. Then I'd watch his bones fall apart into a pile on the ground. That would look so silly that I'd start laughing and laughing and laughing and laughing. When I stopped practicing, I was still all alone in the dark, but I realized that the good thoughts were right there to help me. I graduated from bookmark school and loved my special bookmark badge. I had learned rules and tools, so now I wanted to go into the scariest pictures in the scariest books. Before long, I found myself in a closet, a dark closet, a locked closet. I was trapped inside with a monster that had 7 hairy heads. I wanted to freak out. But I remembered that I had rules and tools, and I knew what to do. I started to breathe deeply. Deep breath in, deep breath out, until I was feeling calm. I made a plan. I stood up very tall and pretended I was not afraid. I thought good thoughts. I could do this. I could handle this. I would be all right. I looked right at the 14 eyes and the 7 heads. One head was looking up. One head was looking down. One head was looking halfway around. One head was screaming. One head was trembling. One head was closing its eyes. And one head was sobbing big, gooey tears. And that's when I realized that the big hairy monster with all those heads was afraid of the dark closet too. I yelled at the heads, "Don't be afraid. Tomorrow someone will turn the page in the book and you'll get out and everything will be okay." And then I knew I would be okay too, even in the scariest pictures, in the scariest books, because the rules and tools really work. So that is the end of the story. And then the author has a little note here. It says, after many rewrites of Get Me Out of This Book, there was a consistent theme that Max was afraid of the scary pictures in the books. Deborah thought he should go to a bookmark school to learn how to deal with his fears. Callie was a big fan of the Navy SEALs and their training methods. The authors had Max use 3 Navy SEALs strategies to overcome fearful situations. Breathe deeply, make a plan, think good thoughts. So that is those are some really good examples and really good strategies to use when we are placed in a situation that is provoking some fear, provoking some anxiety. Maybe it is a new experience. So breathing can be so helpful. It can be our number 1 tool. We breathe in through our nose, out through our mouth, and we do that until we feel our body calming down. Making a plan also helps because it lets us see that there are ways to handle this situation. And then we can say, okay, we've done step 2, we've done step 3, and we're moving forward in a positive way. Thinking good thoughts is also really great. it puts our mind into a more positive framework, and that can help overcome these challenging situations. And I also like how Max, he then showed those monsters what to do because they were also scared. So when we learn these strategies and we feel comfortable using them, we are also then teachers for others to show them how to use those strategies. I hope you enjoyed this book today and will take some of the learning forward into your world, whether it's personally or to share it with your students or children. Thank you again for joining me on SE Learning Station, and I look forward to you coming back and listening to some more books. Take care, everyone.